You will never be the same after knowing what this person confessed about you. God declares, I have preserved this revelation for the perfect moment. The moment when your heart is prepared, the moment when your spirit is ready to embrace the truth. That moment is now. What I am about to disclose will profoundly impact you. This is not merely a message, it is a divine revelation, a spiritual key. What was mirrored in shadows is about to be illuminated. After this, your life will transform. You are about to uncover what was said in your absence, but more importantly, you will grasp the reasons behind those words, the identity of the speaker, and the actions I will take in response. Type Amen to accept what has been divinely ordained for you. There exists an individual who has feigned support for an extended period. A person who observed your scent, who smiled at your words, who laughed in your presence. Yet, within, they concealed a confession not to you, but regarding you. A revelation I never anticipated would reach your ears, but I heard it. They believed they were secure because you placed your trust in them. They thought their actions would remain unaccounted for. But I, the Lord, who sees all, witnessed when they knelt and uttered something in private that now demands justice. It is not merely the words that wound, it is the truth behind those words. This individual expressed something that will alter your perception of your connection. Something that even reached the heavens. Now, I must unveil it to you. Type Amen to claim your strength before this secret is revealed. You believed they were in your corner. You thought they stood behind you with love and loyalty. But their confession was this, I was never truly on their side. I envied their brilliance. I spoke kindly in public but cursed them in private. I wished for their failure. I couldn't bear their favor. I recognized how chosen they were, and it shattered me. They shared this not with you, but with another. They wept while confessing, not out of remorse, but because their schemes unraveled. The efforts they made to hinder you, to curse your path, to taint your relationships, all failed. And now they are terrified. They are frightened because I intervened. What you need to understand is this, they will soon re-enter your life with a false apology. But do not be misled. Their words will say sorry, but their heart remains unchanged. I halted their actions but not their intentions. Type Amen to be enveloped in discernment and divine protection. What they confessed reverberated in the room they occupied. The person who overheard stood frozen, mouth agape, unable to fathom that someone who pretended to care for you could betray you so deeply. Their words dripped with jealousy, bitterness, and spiritual poison. They said, I only pretended. I never believed in them. I only stayed to witness their downfall. But dear child, you did not falter because my hand was upon your life. Even when you were unaware, I was shielding you from attacks, dismantling demonic agreements, and dispatching angels to guard your steps. They admitted this truth during a time of desperation. They were losing possessions, friendships, finances, and peace. In the midst of it all, they confessed something else. The more I tried to harm them, the more favor they received. It's as if something is protecting them. Yes, that something is me. Type Amen if you feel my spirit affirming this within your heart. Their tears were not of transformation but of frustration. They believed they could manipulate outcomes. What they failed to realize is that I have already inscribed your name in victory. I have sealed your destiny in fire. I have placed your name in the mouths of those who will bless you. So, regardless of their attempts to curse, I transformed every curse into a pathway to elevation. They confided to the wrong person, saying, "I didn't mean to get caught up in envy, but something about their joy irritated me. Something about their peace annoyed me. Something about their blessings made me want to destroy what they had." And now that confession is making its way to you. But don't just hear the words, feel the shift. You are not delusional. The spiritual unrest you have sensed recently is genuine. Your spirit was attuned to the weight of another's guilt, hatred, and unspoken truth. This is not paranoia, this is prophecy. Type Amen if you have felt that something was amiss and now it is being validated. The individual who overheard their confession will soon approach you, unable to contain what they learned. They will tremble because it shocked them. What they reveal may cause your heart to ache, but it will also liberate you. You will shed tears, but those tears will not signify weakness, they will be tears of release. You will grieve the relationship, the trust, the innocence, but that mourning will lead to elevation. I share this with you now because I want your heart to be prepared. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Do not let revenge consume you. Vengeance belongs to me, and I have already addressed it. They confessed, "I didn't realize they were this protected. I didn't know the hand of God was upon them. Everything I attempted came back to me, and it did." That is why they are trembling now. That is why they are losing sleep. That is why nothing they touch is thriving, because I intervened. Type Amen if you feel my presence covering you even as you read this. There will come a moment when you hear the complete truth. When that moment arrives, remember what I am telling you now. I allow this truth to reach you, not to shatter you, but to prepare you. You are entering a new season, and you cannot carry their false love into your next chapter. The confession was the final straw. The spiritual bond is now severed. You are released. The connection is broken. I have erased their access to your destiny. Even now, your angels are rejoicing. Even now, the chains they forged are disintegrating. Even now, the voice of Archangel Michael is declaring, "No more." This one is free. Type Amen to receive this freedom in its entirety. There is more. They are not the only ones involved. 2 others are connected to this. One encouraged them, while the other shielded them, but all 3 will be unveiled. One has already begun to distance themselves from you. The second will block you out of guilt. The third will attempt to cry and deceive, but my spirit will expose them. You will not need to search for evidence. You will not have to plead for answers. I am bringing the truth to your doorstep. They confessed more than betrayal, they confessed fear because they now understand they have touched my anointed. And you, my child, are heavily anointed. Even the way you endure baffles the enemy. You keep rising. You keep smiling. You keep finding peace even after suffering. That is not ordinary, that is divine. Type Amen if you have felt something deeper than strength holding you together. This is the shift. This is the moment. You are no longer the person you were when they hurt you. You are no longer naive, broken, or easily deceived. I have been training you through pain. I have been molding your heart through disappointment. Now, your next level has arrived. You will hear something that should have crushed you, but instead, it will crown you. You will learn something that should have broken you, but instead, it will bless you. I am using your enemy's confession to announce the beginning of your public reward. Type Amen and prepare for the restoration I am about to pour into your life. No more pretending, no more spiritual confusion, no more late-night questions, no more second-guessing. I am closing that chapter with fire and opening a scroll of new beginnings over your life. The confession was not a mistake, it was ordained. Because what they intended for evil, I have turned for your good. They believed they were whispering destruction, but their words summoned justice. This message is exclusively for you because you are the one they confessed about. But you are also the one I am now exalting. You will never be the same, and that is a blessing. Type Amen to finalize this transformation and walk in your divine authority. Type Amen to let the angels know you accept this word. Type Amen to declare, I will never be the same after this. Type Amen to seal your name into your new season. God says you will never be the same after learning what this person confessed about you. This is not trivial, it will alter how you perceive yourself, your past, your future, and your relationships. It is not just a confession, it is an unveiling. And this message is meant for you. Do not attempt to bypass this. You have traversed your life with fragments of truth, pieces of a narrative that never fully made sense. You trusted. You loved. You forgave. You continued moving forward while something behind you tugged at your peace. You never saw it clearly, but you always sensed something was amiss, something was concealed. Now, heaven is breaking the silence. The person you defended, the one you believed in, the individual you covered with prayers and protection, is the same one who spoke something so profound, so unexpected, that it reached the ears of heaven and triggered an angelic response. What they said is not mere gossip, it was an agreement with darkness over your life. The angels could no longer remain silent. They confessed something recently, and that confession is about to reach you in a way that will shake everything you thought you knew. God says, I waited for the right moment to reveal it because your heart had to be prepared. You are ready now, as stronger than before, wiser. You have learned through suffering. This truth will not break you, it will liberate you. They confessed their true feelings and not what they displayed, not what they performed in front of others, but what they genuinely said about you when you were not present. Heaven wept because their words were seeds of envy, seeds of manipulation, seeds that attempted to grow in secrecy and choke your harvest. You prayed for them. You believed in their sincerity. But behind your back, they spoke words that cursed your future and mocked your breakthroughs. The angels were compelled to respond, not solely because of what they said, but due to the weight those words carried in the spirit realm. They spoke as if they owned your destiny. They laughed as if you were insignificant. Now, the wind of truth is blowing. Everything they whispered will be revealed not through gossip, but through divine exposure. It is already happening. That confession has reached someone who is about to inform you. Prepare yourself. Do not be shocked you sensed something was wrong. Your spirit has been alerting you. This is why your heart has felt uneasy. This is why you have been restless. Something in your soul already knew that the person you called a friend was playing a role they never earned. God says, I will not allow them to bury you with their words. I will not permit their secret to silence you. This is your moment of clarity. Their confession is your confirmation. And it does not end there. This individual revealed something to someone you would never expect. They confessed not out of regret, but because they never imagined it would reach you. It was pride. It was arrogance. They believed you were too blind, too trusting, too slow to see through their facade. But they did not know who walks with you. The Spirit of Truth has been circling them, observing, listening, recording. Now, the scroll of their confession is being opened, not to humiliate them, but to deliver you. You will cry, but it will be the last time you shed tears over them. You will tremble, but it will be the shaking that precedes strength. You will feel broken, but only for a moment before you rise with power. God says you were never insane. You were never overly sensitive. You were never wrong for feeling the way you did. They manipulated the narrative. They twisted facts. They made you feel as though your heart was the issue. But their confession validates what I have been trying to reveal to you all along. You were loyal to the wrong spirit. They mentioned your name in a setting where darkness was listening. They exploited your kindness as a means to gain access to things not meant for them. They confessed how they imitated your kindness. They smiled at your victories while secretly hoping you would falter. Their confession is recorded in the heavens, and judgment is coming not from you, but from God. You are about to hear phrases like, I never thought you would find out, or please don't hate me for what I'm about to say. These are signals. When they come, do not shut down. Do not walk away. Listen, receive, and then rise. You are not the person you once were. Their confession will sting, but it will not destroy you because God has already prepared your next level, and it does not include them. This individual is unaware that someone close to them is about to expose them. Their own circle is shifting. The person they confided in is about to break. The conscience is heavy. They can no longer bear the weight of what they know about you. They are about to come forward, not because they are perfect, but because the truth is too loud. Now, God says, when you hear it, do not argue. Do not seek revenge. Do not rush to confront them. Let truth do its work. Allow my angels to manage the consequences. Your silence will resonate louder than their accusations ever could. Your peace will be the most powerful statement in the face of betrayal. This confession is evidence of who they have been all along, but it is also proof of who you have become. You are no longer the version of yourself that once accepted disrespect as love. You are no longer the one who mistook tolerance for loyalty. You have evolved, and this truth is the gateway to your greatest freedom yet. You will enter rooms now with newfound authority. You will cease to shrink to accommodate others. You will stop pleading for honesty from those addicted to deceit. Their confession will close one door forever and open another you never envisioned. God says, I am about to elevate you in the presence of those who attempted to bury you with their words. The same voice that cursed you will now witness blessings pouring into your life, not to shame them, but to glorify the one who always knew the truth. That confession is sacred because it liberates you from false attachments. You are no longer bound by their words, actions, or manipulations. You are free. They will regret underestimating you, but your life will continue with purpose. You will not carry revenge, you will carry revelation, and that will be your strength. From this moment forward, your spirit will begin to transform. Your clarity will return. Your strength will rise. The words they spoke will lose their grip. God says, I heard every word. I chose this moment to reveal it because it is time. It is time for you to stop doubting your discernment. It is time for you to stop mourning individuals who had no intention of honoring your heart. The confession was genuine. It was profound. It was harsh. But it was also the final piece of your liberation. What lies ahead will erase the pain of their words. What is coming will be so beautiful that even your adversaries will acknowledge, surely the hand of God is upon them. You will never be the same after this, and that is the intention, because I, the Lord your God, am making all things new. This message is exclusively for you. Do not attempt to bypass this. Type Amen if you accept this divine revelation. Type Amen 333 to unlock the next blessing God is sending to your door.